Migomani Ward, Kwangongo Police Station in Nduh Ward, Twambui Police Station in Nduh Malalani Ward, and Imuumba Police Station in Bo-Chamatu Ward. Konakalit Police Station in Mudha Ward was also completed some time ago, although vandalized later due to insecurity occasioned by border disputes with our neighbors to the north.
The government has also announced the deployment of more security officers to the area to patrol and ensure that peace is maintained. These incidents are being reported despite Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud visiting some of the villages affected by the conflict and promising to calm the situation. That's the Newswire. I'm La Ubaga.
.5 SpiceFM, Kisumu.
The following takes place from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday on SpiceFM.
We look at the utterances of leaders who are aligned to broad-based, who are initially in ODM. We thought they stand for something. Now they've been exposed.
Because we are a third world country, we are poor. And not because we don't have resources, but we have been robbed senseless.
Look at the wasteful expenditure. Look at how large government lives. And we've said this is something that can be controlled. It happens in many other countries.
Internally, we used to stand and tell him, boss, hii kitu ni mbaya. And you'd say, now he doesn't, let me tell you, you saw the other parliamentary group meeting. People went there, sat, listened, looked at him. There was no plenary, left.
The Situation Room, Kenya's biggest conversation. The following takes place from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday on SpiceFM.
You have land, Dennis.
Yeah.
Okay, your own land. You use your own money to build it, and then you sell it to yourself.
But we don't want foreign troops on Kenyan soil.
But surely it goes a little bit deeper. This is it.
If you find a tree is withering, then you call the person who is managing that tree. Come around.
Yeah,
Why don't tell me what is
first of all, what's the problem?
Yes, what is the problem there?
How do we expect ourselves to move forward as a country?
The Situation Room, Kenya's biggest conversation. The following takes place from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday on SpiceFM.
He himself actually has admitted that he bribed members of parliament, so...
he admitted that he bribed members of parliament?
Well, when he said...
The government.
Yeah, when he said that he gave the 10 million was for what?
We're always quick to point faults in somebody else before you look at your own faults as a person.
If it was Kanu's day, hii amuka naye leo, ungekuwa umeenda bali sana hii. So we must celebrate you.
There are 600 million people now globally estimated to be living with diabetes in the world. So it is a major health problem. It's the largest single disease rising pandemic that we're dealing with right now.
The Situation Room, Kenya's biggest conversation. The following takes place from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday on SpiceFM.
Residency is fairly interesting in the sense that it will actually take us to a new consciousness.
Swali zile watu waulizi na swali muuliza na shangala ni aje kwani huku kunaendaje?
30 billion shillings annually on travel alone in public service.
A Kenyan can even demonstrate every single day of his life that Ruto must go. That is the only message of his demonstration. That is his right.
That bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and subverts the cause of those who are in the right.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.
The following takes place from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday on SpiceFM.
SRC's mandate is constitutional. It's not an advice. It's actually something you must do.
Like now, you abandon, of course, the narrative of wheelbarrow, Mutomjengo, Mamamboga, and all those, that rosy narrative.
Your expenditure is 3.3 trillion, and you're collecting only 2.5. Out of that 2.5, you're spending 1.8 trillion to service loans and so forth.
that the CDF kit is itself a symptom of corruption.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.
The following takes place from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday on SpiceFM.
I am also a publicly elected official.
Okay.
My salary is paid by your taxes.
Yes.
So if you need me to answer questions, we will not run away from you.
Asante
We will
sana.
always be here.
The government itself is engaging in corrupt practices. That the government itself deliberately schemes to influence through bribery members of parliament.
You pay for a passport online. Alafu you're told there are no booklets.
I rebuke matters corruption because corruption has brought this country to its knees.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.
The following takes place from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday on SpiceFM.
Members of parliament, they go to settle, they're just promised, they get given tea, mandazi, and 100,000. That's not development.
External borrowing, 589 billion. Are we on the same page? What did Parliament pass?
If anything happened to our president today, God forbid, that man would become president. Na yeye ndio alilenga hizo stories za Shakahola.
The real thing is our constitution has only one person who is accountable to us.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.
The following takes place from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday on SpiceFM.
Baba should disown these experts and they say they went there on the because he keep on telling us that these experts just you came from Dubai and you found them there already at State House looking for jobs.
Government has to live, has to introduce austerity measures. It's something that this government and the previous ones have not been able to do in this country. We've talked about it so many times.
And really, I think you have seen the modus operandi of William Samoei Ruto since he came in. It's just showbiz.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.
The following takes place from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday on SpiceFM.
Parliament has got powers. Let me break it down. The National Assembly can initiate an impeachment of the president.
This same
and the
National
Senate,
Assembly.
Yes.
That's our constitution.
This is just a continuation of the previous administration, which Ruto was part of. President Uhuru himself openly said that we're losing 2 billion daily. Daily. I mean, come on. Are you saying that we don't have a central bank?
If we look at Kenya, both public-private sector, that figure is ranging between 30 to 40%, right?
I think it's clear that the government of Kenya is living beyond its means.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day. Mature, intelligent talk every morning. Spice up yourself. Mornings done right. 94.4 Spice FM, Nairobi.
How are you? Eh? Mimi niko poa. Where? It's raining everywhere. Inside my brain even. It's crazy already. Where? Why can't I hear you?
You can hear me.
Okay, now I can hear you.
You can now hear me, yeah?
Yes, I can hear you now. Where?
Yes, so I can start again.
Yes, now.
Niko poa. Uko aje?
Niko salama. A very good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
How you doing?
All things considered, Niko salama.
It's crazy when we have to greet ourselves like that. Well, all things considered, I'm doing okay.
All things considered, you're doing okay.
Why do I feel like I'm up here on the mountaintop?
Yeah?
Abbas.
Okay.
You know, we can just say it as it is. Okay, so it's Wednesday. And just in case you thought that there was a joke about what the weather is going to look like into the next coming weeks and then going into May, it was actually not a joke.
It's not a joke.
That the rain is going to keep coming down, and it looks as though the El Nino phenomenon is actually hitting this part of East Africa.
Part of Sahara.
Yeah. I mean, they said it was going to happen, so to expected increasingly more rains as we go ahead. That notwithstanding, even when it rains, we keep through it, and we just hope that everybody then will be kept safe. Kids are still going back to school. We're getting into things this morning, and thank you very much for being here. A very good morning to everybody who's getting into things this morning. A bit off the mark there, but we're here. This is the Situation Room. Dennis Aseto, you were on the road for most part of the day yesterday.
Yesterday, 4 hours. Just from, actually, it was from Upper Hill. 4 hours. Simply because I don't know what happens whenever it rains. It's like people forget to drive. And then those who are overlapping. And then because it's raining as well, traffic police are not on the road because they have to go take cover as well. So it's crazy, man. I'm like, let's just bring back let's have traffic lights work, cameras and instant fines. Bring it back.
True. Plus the president was all over the place yesterday, and you know what that is, that he has to...
Yeah, because it was also just in the neck of my hood as well, so
Yeah. So, I mean, he was on this side of Mombasa Road. He was doing something at the Arja Hotel.
You experienced that part of traffic.
And then he had his, was it a rally or a meeting in Kibra yesterday? So that was not fun in terms of traffic. Yeah. Well, we get into Wednesday and all that notwithstanding. So that's what people had to be able to then forced to go through yesterday. So Karibuni Sana. Good morning, everybody. Joy B, good morning. She's waving, everybody, and she's at the controls today. So we get into the show. He's here even.
Strutting.
She's strutting. I don't understand. Good morning. She's whispering good morning. That's one for smiling from behind. We see you either way. Glad that you're here. Good morning, everybody. And it's Wednesday, like I said. It's the 29th of April. We're getting into a day before the end of April and then into May proper. And of course, with that, we will have a number of conversations today, as we normally do on the Situation Room. And I think I just wanted to say that, as we talk about things, the thing about conversation is that it leads you in a particular direction, but then also it exposes things that you wouldn't necessarily know or, be privy to had you not been part of a conversation or had you not invited somebody to talk with you about certain things. So it's not just talking for talking.
No.
It's actually trying to uncover certain things so that from that conversation we then can understand, everybody can understand certain things about certain people and the directions in which that they're taking.
And where their brains are at.
Absolutely. And not just about the person, but about particular issues. And if those issues coming from the mouths of people are going in a particular direction, then you then know what decisions to make. So it's not just sitting around a table and talking because, we haven't got anything better to do. But it's that we realize, what? Because the art and the essence of conversation is so powerful that you can make decisions based on what people say when they continually say them. Then they are important to have. And that's why we do what we do. We will comfort the afflicted. We will afflict the comfortable. That's what we do on the Situation Room. And so when you tune in, it's not just talking heads, but it's about issues that we're looking to gear towards particular solutions, or that we gear people to a particular kind of thinking. And we're just conduits to that. That's why people come and join us in the conversation. That's why you come into the conversation with Colin, so that the thoughts of people can come together around a particular idea. So, Karibu Sana. Our live streams are up on YouTube, Facebook, and on X, and our audience tuning in on KTN this morning. Thank you for being with us on Kenya's biggest conversation. Let me tell you what we'll talk about this morning. Joining us at 7 o'clock, Robert Nduh is the MP for Kaviani constituency. He's also the Deputy Minority Leader in the National Assembly. Delivering the promises of the Mwananchi, Bunge's role, that there were certain things that were told. Now, whether it is a manifesto that you picked up on as part of a coalition, or whether there are things that the ruling majority has said that they were going to do, Bunge's role is supposed to bring those to life. How has that been happening?
Promise of implementing the Constitution.
Absolutely.
Where are we with that?
third, fourth, fifth schedule.
Yeah.
Where is that? So we'll be talking with Robert Mpui at 7. The state of education, capitation and teacher strike. Yikes, there seems to be so many balls up in there every time when it comes to education. So we've gotten into term 2. A lot of students went back to school Monday, Tuesday. I think by the end of the week, more or less, everybody will be back in school. How does this look? Capitation for second term, yikes, not yet. It said that it was 23 billion shillings was supposed to have been sent. Has not reached the schools yet.
Additional school fees against the law.
Yeah. Additional school fees, that's against the law.
Yep.
But it's happening anyway. And who are you going to interrogate in terms of why that's happening?
Yes,
Can you go to
on the
someone?
streets.
Yeah. JSS teacher says, we're not doing this.
Yeah, we're not doing this.
Autonomy is what we asked to be granted to us.
Yeah.
Haven't done that.
And I think generally teachers also up in arms on their medical cover.
Still saying that, you guys have gone and made a decision on our behalf. And we're saying, excuse me. No. So
public participation,
It looks quite messy at the moment, unfortunately. So Janet Okoh will join us at 8 o'clock for a couple of hours, and we'll talk about, it's the easy thing to do is whine. How the difficult thing is to have discourse around what the plausible solutions are. But that's what we are going to do, to say that, yes, it is 1, 2, 3, but this is what must be done, ABC. And if it's like Dennis says, that somebody needs to shut up and get out, if that's what needs to be done, then absolutely. That's what then you need to lobby through to. If it's a question of not enough money, what's your money actually doing? So, yeah, it seems like heavy stuff, but we're going to talk about this and tackle it this morning anyway. So thank you for joining us into those things as we do today. Karibu sana. The people from Guinea are called Guineans. So now the people from Equatorial Guinea are called Equatorial Guineans. Oh, okay, so
my Equatorians.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're beautiful people. The only part that perhaps we need to understand is why they've given this man 47 years.
Why he's taken 47 years.
Why he's taken 47 years as well, But we've tackled other issues because if you look at the economy, they say the economy has potential, not that it's doing well.
Approaching.
It has potential because of the resources that they do have. But let's go to the proverb. A lie may run, but it never outruns the truth.
There's another saying that a lie has made it halfway the world before the truth has had an opportunity to put on its shoes, or before the truth has had an opportunity to tie its laces, something to that effect. That's true. But you know what? And maybe the second part of that proverb, understanding the meaning of it, would be that the truth will always outlast the lie.
True.
It will come out.
True.
It will always outlast the lie. So the lie may do the rounds, and it can go spread really quickly, but the truth will come out. And it is life. All of you have been asking my name. Can you see now I've taken a problem to another level? My name is Nduh. That's just the short form. My name is Eziokubu Nduh, which means truth is life. The truth will always outlast the lie. So somebody come on peddling lies about you, Aseto. Aseto did, Aseto said, Aseto is. If it is not true, it may take 1 minute, 1 year, 10 years. The truth will come out.
It might even come when you've left the face of the earth. But at that point, the truth will be out. And if it's something that was said against you, you will be vindicated.
Absolutely. And there will be somebody,
Posthumously,
there will be somebody influenced by that who will come to know the truth.
The truth, yeah.
Yep.
Goes to speak about how we should live, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think another proverb that also is there, or another saying is, it is very difficult to maintain a lie.
You have to remember so much.
You have to remember what you said.
Like, okay, so how?
What did I say the first time? Because remember, every time you say a lie, you might just change that lie because you can't remember what you said 3 years ago. But the truth is just the truth.
You don't have to think about it.
You don't have to think about it. It's just what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why you see, I don't want to say it's a lie, but when you're launching a project 6 times, and we're seeing different budget allocations to that single project. One asks the question, what's the truth? Because we're talking about 5 billion, then we have 50 billion, then we have 7 billion. So what exactly is the truth in all these budgets that you're setting? Just saying.
I hear what you're saying. I see you.
Yeah.
But absolutely, may we all strive, because I know it's tough, but it's a decision that you make. May we all strive to live in truth, speak the truth, and be the truth.
Be a truthful man or woman.
Amen. Yeah. That's a good proverb from the Guineans this morning. Yeah, I see you already.
Yeah.
You guys are tuned in, aren't you? Getting into the room this morning, Karibuni Sana, and it's great to have your opinions, whatever they may be, so long as we're keeping it kosher and civil in the room. Absolutely fine that everybody is here to continue having the conversation with us. Good morning, says Peter Kiarie. Whatever life takes you, wherever life takes you, just be kind. Never mind if it's not reciprocated. Do it for the sake of the Almighty God and watch how your life takes on a different turn. Good morning to you in Mombasa. Karibu sana. Robert Mbogo is also tuning in from Mombasa this morning. Boangi Juma says, good morning, Spice FM. How are you all doing this blessed Wednesday? Thank God Almighty for the rain. Absolutely. In all things, we definitely do give thanks.
Sure.
Kisa Daniel is tuned in from Atiak in Uganda. Simon Kibiru is tuned in this morning and is saying good morning from Sultan, ready for today's conversation. God bless you all. Sultan, which one? Hamoud. And in another, there's one in Oman. Which one? Which Sultan are you in? But thank you for joining us all the same. We see you also do D.O. Okay. Greetings, and I listened to you this morning. Let's wish my son Syrian Obat a happy birthday. Is that not what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes. And the best of luck. Oh, actually, no.
Final
the best of luck
exams.
as he starts his final exams in The Hague. Yes, it's in The Hague in the Netherlands. So the best of luck to you, Syrian, and may all that you've studied actually come to the fore today. Leo says, hello, Nduh. Good morning to you. Is the EAC serious about value addition or just another thing that they have acquired to talk about? Like they've been talking about one currency